Who do you think is going to win? Malaysia versus India? I'm going to be honest with you. I think India's team is actually kind of strong. I've played with Akash. I don't think Akash is in the Overwatch League, right? I played with against him.
I mean, yeah, they played in
And
2019.
Pummy as well. He's a very recognizable name.
In 2019, I believe they just played in the, you know, preliminary stages. I don't believe they made it to the actual...
Akash isn't in contenders, bro. Just vibe. There's a lot of people that I've seen. Pummy I've seen on the ladder. Akash I've seen on the ladder. I haven't seen anyone else.
A new day, a new year. Akash coming through on the Ram, as you'd expect.
Pummy beat Shock in the Pro-Am. Really?
Coming through on the Jungle Queen, as we expected.
Early scrap up on this high ground. Damage coming out from Pummy. Big immortality field rescuing everyone.
Not easy. Appreciate the massive prime sub.
Restabilize their health off the back of that. Game Pro Dude and Jay3 low. There we go. Game Pro Dude. It's going to be the first casualty in the bout. Malaysia taking even more damage.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you.
The staircase. Clean pickups there and a nice early cap from India.
I think to be expected here. We'll see what happens further forward. I don't think Fantasy's going to swap off the Junker Queen, given that didn't really happen yesterday. To see if okay, well, we're gonna get a pause for now. As
there's already a pause.
India comfortably takes that first point. India have the support ult advantage here. I do believe the Moira version, so the Moira version is gonna have a little bit more.
I don't eat breakfast. When I wake up, I do like a little fasting type thing. I usually, when I wake up, I don't eat till like lunch. Like right before the gym, like 2 hours before the gym, and then I go to the gym, and then after the gym, I usually eat.
And they're just getting pummeled by the window with that light wall as well. So slight cap from Malaysia in the middle of the scrap there, but India ultimately in control the whole way through that fight, and now also in control in terms of the point.
Malaysia's just lagging too far behind in terms of finding any ults. You still are on 99% for Numino's, only taking over to
I can't eat breakfast. I don't know how people eat breakfast in the morning. I eat before the gym, like an hour or two before the gym.
Depending on what order you want to play it in, but
you know, how else am I gonna feed these guns, bro?
Fantasy just barreling forward, gets a nice catch with all 5 members, but sound barrier from Captain Crash to keep everyone safe. Immortality field dealt with, but again, India just leaning back on their defensive tools.
Yeah, I don't want to be toxic, but Malaysia is Malaysia.
2 fights in a row here for India.
Yeah, I mean, it's been. I think
they're not looking like a unit, bro. They're not looking like a team.
I think you might be right.
Not having to have
India is fucking rolling, bro. Gold balance. Appreciate the massive prime sub as well.
That for India, it means they get to hold parity in terms of where the ults are. You'd expect that the winning team should have less ults by now, but it's just not the case. Heading into the into the 80s, about to be the high 80s, and then it'll be final fight territory.
Yeah, it essentially is. Gemini will at least have
Milano. Appreciate the massive 5 gift subs, my friend.
Needs to live long enough to deploy that Jay3 first on the Blizzard Iron Man.
Yeah, Malaysia's gonna have to win this fight.
That's actually gonna mean Gemini is gonna have a sound barrier just for the back end of it. They found Fantasy early in the fight, though.
They're gonna have to win this fight, or they're gonna lose big time. 100 to 5 first map.
Trying to split that fight up a little bit. 99%. This is a do or die for Malaysia, and it's die indeed from Game Pro Dude. In fact, all 3 of those.
No, man. Yeah, they don't look like a team, chat.
Wasn't able to pick up any kills with that Death Blossom.
They don't look like a team. I don't want to be toxic or anything, but they just don't look like a team.
5%. I think
India looks like a team.
The first fight after that, nothing really came through from Malaysia at all.
It was in the second fight.
Fight was just every single fight.
Yeah, I was going to say, it was a fight that they lost, but sorry, that they won, but because they were backed off the point, Malaysia technically held it for 5%. It's effectively a
consolation prize, really. Yeah. They just kind of were able to have a bit of a sniff of that point.
Oh, by the way, I just want to let you guys know, I saw my friend that I go, one of the guys that go to my gym regularly. He recognizes me. He recognized me, and like we're friends at the gym now. I just want to let you know, he's a Sombra main, and he's on console.
Have any real value is to be able to.
If you're on console and you're a Sombra main, like I like meeting people. Chat, if you guys see me in person and you guys want to say hi, I'm friendly as fuck. Say hi. But if you play console and you're a Sombra main,
this is a bit of a risk for India, I gotta say.
I mean, you'll have to see if it pays off, but already finding Game Pro Dude and starting to run rampant on the backline. Fantasy in trouble here, has to get topped off. And here we go. Here's the isolation, trying to find Jay3.
No, I'm joking. He's a really cool guy. I like him. He power lifts. He lifts a lot. He lifted me up once.
Ends up working a charm. Akash just kind of running dominant, running in circles around Malaysia.
Well, they're not able to really catch him out. This is where Jay3 needs to think about a Tracer instead, maybe a Sombra, something that would assist in shutting down Akash, and there's a swap. May has no real good value in this matchup anymore. Fantasy is still going to end up taking a bunch of damage. Hacks will be annoying to deal with. At least it's not super long range damage anymore. And Numeros in this engagement is getting the faster coalescence. That's something Malaysia have to play with.
Yeah, I don't even know how to fucking say that word, serendipity.
Malaysia making the push in. In all fairness, that is what Junker Gaming wants to be doing. Likes to press forward, finding two, not really getting much
back to
value
this.
out of it. Double coalescence. Now India, the slightly later of the two. Akash has himself an ultimate. They find Game Pro build already. Akash could probably hold on to that for a wee while. Same with Captain Prash. No need to expend anything further. Just the EMP and coalescence out from India.
Another good fight from India. Really should be a stagger here if they can catch Numeros. Low HP. Kash wants it, but has to respect the fact that he's out of position. Malaysia respawning.
I'm actually really I'm confused. I really want to know what's the why do they play Doomfist when you can be playing Winston or Diva? I want to know like.
They'll need everything they can get. Captain Prash holding onto his own sound barrier to counter Fantasy, who eventually will rampage through. I'm into the back line at the moment.
Yeah, really aggressive position.
Oh my, okay, we just figured out why they fucking use that pick. Holy shit, bro, this guy is fucking nutty. No shot.
Cash just repositioned with the meteor strike dangerously back into the fight. Solid sound barrier timing from Captain Prash. Just clean as a whistle.
I mean, as you just completely had your rampage denied there. Single punches Fantasy out of the way. Doesn't even end up catching the rampage onto Akash either, because it's technically a stun for punches. So one of the big ultimates of blind Malaysia has been completely nullified. This is going to be just a sick Death Blossom.
Absolute freebie. Finds both.
No, man, chat. You always gotta look at corners, bro. Look at corners.
The shift onto the point. Tries to go in for his own Death Blossom. Doesn't even get the first die off before going down 100-0 lockout. The first one was effectively 100-0 as well. India.
Nice to meet you, Jay.
Would you like to introduce yourself to chat? So they're very annoying when I don't introduce people, and they're like, "Yo, who's in voice chat? Who's in voice chat?"
Sure, I'm Sham. I'm the general manager for Team India.
Awesome, glad to have you. So you wanted to watch the game with me?
Sure, yeah, that works.
Say less. So how do you feel about your team so far? You guys are looking quite strong. I mean, like you guys just rolled Malaysia.
A hybrid, so
yeah. So Malaysia was not necessarily one of the strongest teams that we were expecting going into the tournament. So I'd say we performed pretty much as we were expecting against them, which was a Queen 2-0. And we were really happy with the New Zealand result, especially because I think a lot of teams rated New Zealand very highly going into the matches. So we're also really proud that we picked up the Queen 2-0 and we're sitting at the top of our group now.
Okay. So you guys weren't worried too much about Malaysia, huh? That's crazy. Is there any teams that you are like worried about?
No, there's no teams that we're worried about. I would say teams that we're excited to face, Australia and Thailand are the strongest teams in our group. So I think it's going to be really fun.
To win the World Cup, but he didn't know how
they're going to be really good Overwatch.
Would you help a homie win the World Cup by
Jeez, you guys are not. That's like the biggest like.
Until he wins a
that's a lot of confidence. Not worried about any team. Australia's actually. I stayed up one night for like the whole night to watch the APAC games, and I don't think you guys were playing at the time. But yeah, Australia is looking really strong, and you guys, I'm really looking forward to you guys playing that. When do you guys play them? Do you know?
So we play Australia Thursday night for us PST at 10 p.m. So it'll be like 1 EST or 1 a.m. EST on Friday morning. So yeah, it's kind of in the middle of the night.
Yeah, that's why.
So yeah, we play Australia first and then Thailand the day after.
Thailand's really strong. I like them as well. They came on my stream. They were very nice and everything.
I think generally speaking though, for Team India, it seemed to be a cut.
Oh wait, hold up. I got something interesting here.
Hey everyone, Shyam again. So a lot of questions came through asking, you know,
this is him, chat.
Team India right now, and I wanted to give another walkthrough.
So wait a minute. You guys are supposed to like find an equal footing for the servers, but if you're here playing it, like, how's that work? What's your ping looking like?
Yeah, so our ping varies on each match, and it depends on which server is best for both teams. So obviously, a lot of us were based in either North America or Europe, and we kind of hold like that dual citizenship in India, which is why we were able to be on Overwatch World Cup Team India. But obviously, the ping situation is not ideal. So for our first match versus Malaysia, we played on Japan server, and we were on about 130 ping and 130 ms, and they were forced on minimum latency 80 ms. So everyone in the lobby was at least on 80 ms, but we were about 130. For our match versus New Zealand,
let's go,
minimum latency was set at 120 ms, and we played on 180 ms to Singapore. So we were on 180 ping.
Holy shit, that's insane. I haven't seen that game yet, so no leaks, but that is insane. 130 ping and you guys are still playing like this. That's crazy.
Yeah, so some of the matches will be higher than the 130. Preferred server for us is Japan, because that's kind of the closest server in APAC. But we always knew going into these online qualifiers that we would be at like a really big ping disadvantage in many cases. So we did everything that we could to like centralize. So we're in boot camp in Vancouver. And we're all playing together, and that's been a lot of fun, just hanging out with all the guys like every day.
Rusty's appreciate Massive Prime. Millen, I appreciate the Massive Dono. I can't do that right now, my friend. And to help, appreciate Massive Prime. And Sky, appreciate Massive 5 months. So what I mean, boot camp. I'm gonna be honest with you. If you could get your whole team boot camping and whatnot, that is the most fun experience ever. Especially when everyone's in the same room, you win a game. The hype and the atmosphere is just so amazing. That's the one thing I actually miss about competing. So do you guys scrim like NA teams, or like how does that mostly work?
Yeah, so we'll do a variety. So it really depended on schedule for a while. But we always were getting ping practice in because we knew the online qualifiers were on ping. So initially, like last couple of months, we've been scrimming a lot actually in Europe, which is like just funny. It's like the emulation of the whole Overwatch World Cup program, where Team India, we're scrimming in Europe, we're based in North America. It's like all of this, all the regions. But right now, we're mostly scrimming on NA, and we'll scrim like the NA times, but we'll set our VPNs so that we get basically equivalent ping based off whatever our matches are. So even though we're scrimming NA teams, we're constantly scrimming on like 160, 170 ping.
Yeah, let's go. So if you guys have like dual citizenship and all this stuff, and you guys are playing you know, on high ping, why wouldn't you guys just like if you don't mind me asking, boot camp in like, you know, India or you know, somewhere like a lot closer, so you guys have better ping?
Yeah, economics. The cost was really high to get flights to India. So I think for a flight to Vancouver, it was about like 600 USD for me. For a flight to India, it would have been like 2,500, 2,600.
Oh, okay, that makes a lot of sense.
So our initial plan was actually to boot camp in India and like get a sponsor from an endemic Indian esports organization, because food and housing and the facilities we had an esports partner, they would be pretty cheap. But the flights were always the biggest concern, and we weren't able to secure a sponsorship for our flights, unfortunately. So we self-funded this whole trip. So we actually just made the best choices that we could and kept costs down. But so we have an Airbnb in Vancouver, and then we play from
that's
PC
awesome.
Cafe.
Oh, that's pretty cool. The PC Cafe. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. Okay, that's pretty cool. Let me see this real quick. Orifice, appreciate Master Prime sub, and Abs, appreciate Master 3 months.
This time of where we're going to be competing from in our competition facility for our online qualifier matches. So welcome to beautiful Richmond, British Columbia in Canada.
British Columbia is beautiful.
At the Net8 Esports Arena here in around Vancouver area. So let's do a quick walkthrough of the facility. So we enter.
Yam walking noises
for PCs.
Yeah, we've been putting out tons of content just because we're all together.
Boba and snacks. It's a lovely environment. And we are going to be competing and practicing from private rooms in the Net8 Esports Arena. So as you see, we're walking right up to our Team India guys right here. And they're all playing ranked.
Oh, that's
and
sick.
We're preparing for our scrims and our matches. So if
that
you're
is
in the Vancouver
sick.
area, send us a note. Send me a note, especially. And we can definitely meet up and coordinate. And we're super excited to be here, and the facility is fantastic.
And recently we actually had lunch
really big
with
shout out to
a
them.
bunch of people in the Vancouver
So
area.
much had to come
There were like
together
40
for
or
us
so
to
people
be
who
able
came
to
out who were like
get to
Overwatch
this
related.
place and this position
Actually, no,
to
it
give us
wasn't
the
40.
best
It was like
chance to
20.
succeed
I'm
in
just
our qualifier matches. So
not good with the numbers,
huge
but
thanks to everyone who's
so it was really
supporting
fun
us
to like meet people who are really engaged in Overwatch. And like a bunch of our friends, we had Cal from Team Canada and like some other people who are like in the collegiate esports team.
Okay, that's actually pretty cool. I like that. That's sick. That's sick.
Above Akash's
That is cool. I'm on Luminosity and I'm Vancouver. I guess Vancouver, right? Too Titans. But I gotta root for the Titans myself.
Yeah, we asked the Titans if we could play from their facility. Unfortunately, I think they had some edits in Canada stuff, or like they're still obviously in their Overwatch League competition, so it didn't work out. But hopefully, we'll get to sync up with some of those people as well. We love those guys.
That is awesome. I like that.
Find the advantage. He's got the range. Look how far back Malaysia is though. They didn't at all play this lane. They just kind of backed out. Yeah. You do have the first pick coming up for Jay3, but you need to start walking forward again if you're Malaysia, because you are not giving.
I think it'll be extremely common that teams pick Circuit Royale into us because of the ping disadvantage. I'd say this is definitely one of the harder maps to play on very high ping.
Really? Okay. I never thought.
It's really difficult for your DPS on like high latency to like hit the shots that they need to. You know, like the Hanzo arrow starts with just curving at random. Sojourn, like you don't think about how like the character models change and like how the animations change, and so it's a lot of like discomfort that comes with playing.
And you said this was 130?
Yeah, we were on 130 for this match, and we also played Swigger versus New Zealand. And
okay.
It just seems so unnecessary. So much space being given. They control the side room.
That's crazy that you guys are still that dominant, even if you're like almost, you know, 1.5 times their ping, 2 times their ping.
Exactly. So our goal was always when we qualify out. The qualifying to make LAN is always going to be our hardest thing. But once we are actually on LAN, we're not worried at all. So we built the strongest roster that we felt had like really good LAN chances. And then we just took the risk that like maybe the qualifiers would be harder, but every single person who's on our roster, you know, they signed up for it. They signed up and said, yeah, we'll play on this game and we'll just still dominate.
I mean, they're showing up. I don't know if any of them are here today with us, but they're showing up. I play with the tank and I think Pummy as well. They play on NA.
Yep, Akash and Pummy play on NA. So Pummy is on Trick Room in Contenders. They're the team that.
That's why I've seen that. Trick Room. Who else is on that team? Don't they have a
Infected?
Infected. There you go.
India control all of this ground. Late kill on Jay.
And then Abs and Captain Frost are both Contenders in Europe.
Look how far up Akash is. He's
and Matrix also plays on NA. He was in for this map.
He's like fully inside.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Someone said in my in chat, what language are you guys doing to communicate?
English.
English?
Yeah, so India has no national language. Or like primary language. There's just 2 national languages, being Hindi and English, but also every state in India speaks a different language. So the reality is, even if many of us, we are fluent in like a second language, but all of those second languages are different. So it's much easier to just communicate together in English.
Okay, that's pretty cool. You guys excited for LAN? Well, I mean, you guys are already landing at LAN, but you guys excited for the real LAN?
Walk forward versus
yeah,
India.
Definitely excited.
What's the pressure on Matrix and the rest of the team? Full long range damage. Malaysia now swapping over to this is exactly what they did versus Singapore. It worked versus Singapore. Dubious as to whether it'll work versus India, but it's going to be the full dive comp. Wholesale swap coming on through.
Yeah, let's be honest with ourselves.
So is there like a primary? This is just a random question I have. Is there like a? I mean, I don't want you to give away your secrets, but like, I see you guys playing this team comp, and then I see Malaysia playing mostly dive. Like, are you guys more comfortable with like a brawl type of comp or a pick type of comp, or like do you guys play dive? No, you guys did play dive.
Yeah, we'll play anything, honestly. Like we'll play whatever we feel is best, and we practice everything. So I don't think there's like a single composition that you could nail down and say, oh, like we're weaker or stronger on this one. Okay. I think we play them all really, really well.
It's a good PR answer. It's funny. I'm not asking for strats, chat. I'm just trying to see, because NA usually plays like NA plays more of a dive, and then I've seen EU play more of a brawl.
First fight win, 320 on the clock, 73 meters into C.
And I don't just mean this map, by the way. I mean in the series.
Right.
First fight win in the series so far. Akash now going to move over towards the Winston. India going to give up on their long-range composition. To be fair, there's not that much to push through, and Willing to go 1-to-1 here. The only issue is they're really far behind on ultimates. They also got to be playing the Lucio Carrico version, which, you know, maybe you need to save some players.
Okay, I guess this is more of a personal question. You obviously been to India, right?
Yes.
So what is your favorite dish to eat?
Ooh. So I personally am South Indian. So like the cuisines normally that you'll go and get at restaurants in America are a lot of North Indian cuisine. Like think naan and like those curries. Like those are mostly North Indian. South Indian cuisine has a lot of rice in it. So I really like just like traditional South Indian food, which is like sambar. It's kind of like a soup with vegetables, and then you mix it with rice. But I also really like pav bhaji, which is like kind of like Indian coleslaw. I don't know, I'm vegetarian.
Okay.
What?
Oh, you're fine. You're fine.
Yeah, American like burgery foods are, but it's very similar. It's like you eat them with like burger buns, so it's really good.
Oh my.
For India. We'll be able to collect up Numenaz here though as a cash, and that opens the door very comfortably. GamePro dude also going down. And as they
Matrix, I like the Tracer. Please tell me he doesn't pull a J3. Yeah, he pulled a J3.
Matrix pulse bomb out. They don't quite find it. Tried to collect Fantasy, but he has the Primal Rage. Can't really do much without a cash despite the good early start there.
Starting to look at a little bit more tricky for India, but they do have the EMP on board, so
I don't know how they do it in the top 16 in the next brackets, but if you guys, I mean, it looks like obviously you guys are going to make it. Is there any teams that you guys are looking forward to playing, or I'd say looking forward to playing?
I think like I don't think we have a specific team that we're like really excited to play against from the other regions. I think some of the European teams who we scrimmed against a lot would be fun, but really I think overall I'm just really excited for the first match that we end up playing, because that's going to be like a really good litmus test against like the other like, top 16 teams. I think, you know, we're watching the Malaysia match now, and we knew going in that Malaysia was a little bit of a weaker team than us, so it's still really rewarding to win, but at the same time it was like, oh, this is the expected result, and I think my philosophy is a lot of these games, they are really valuable when you have really good opponents. So I just am excited to play against really good opponents.
I completely agree. I thought this, even though this was your first game, right? I would think there would be like a little bit of nerves going on, but you guys seem to have like a very experienced team, plays in front of a lot of people, obviously. So I would think they'd be like a little nervous or something, but it doesn't seem like it at all.
I don't even think he got
the mentality is really chill, because a lot of our guys have so much competitive experience, and I'd say a lot of our players are match day players, so like they really turn it up when it's match time. And you'll see against New Zealand there was some really clutch moments, and our guys just thrive on it and feed off that.
That's awesome.
Eventually though, 59 seconds left, EMP to win, and you get it. So yeah, I think they could have just won with a Sigma though, personally.
Honestly, yeah. At any rate, the real tell is going to be whether or not Malaysia can actually cap out the map. They didn't have any success until, as we know,
Alan, appreciate the massive 14 months, and Young Ligma, appreciate the massive 35 months. Sorry, I like tend to ignore like the resubs and everything and the donos when I'm like talking to someone. My bad.
In for a chance still. India seem to be outclassing them so far. I'd be excited to see Malaysia really kind of pull the finger out and start performing a bit better.
So even on the defense, India's
what? Maybe write down your interview flow for next time. These aren't awkward pauses. They're not awkward pauses. We're just watching a game. Nothing's awkward. I'm not feeling awkward. I don't think he's feeling awkward as well.
Further up, India's going to play though. They kind of need to be playing further up because you need to give Pummy a little.
Just because you probably feel awkward doesn't mean I'm vibing, bro.
It's just going to be difficult to play against.
Taking their time.
Are you feeling? Jesus Christ, my voice. Yo. I gotta ask you this. Are you feeling? Do you feel like this is awkward?
No.
My chat doesn't talk now. I can see chat. You guys don't go outside and talk to people, bro. You guys need help.
No, I mean, we have like two of the other Team India guys. Just like we got to the PC cafe a couple minutes ago, so they're eating like Korean food and just chilling watching the Jay3 stream.
I'm so jealous, man. There's no good like Korean food around here where I live. There's one, but it's like very expensive. You know, and I stream Overwatch, so I can't get that shit.
mentioned, it's not what you'd expect.
So the area that we're in for the PC cafes in Richmond is like very much like an Asian immigrant community. So that's why all the PC cafes are here. So there's like 4 different PC cafes that are like on like the same street pretty much. And so when we got here, there's like all this really good Asian food like around here. Like there's like 6 different boba places, like really good snacks everywhere. So it's just so fun being up here too, because it's so different from
multicultural. I love it.
Exactly.
I love it.
There's a brief moment of a 5v4. India will back out towards the corner once more. I mean, it's thankfully not that far away, but Malaysia is once again moving slow enough that 5v4 window is already closed. I think Pummy's here. Malaysia touch the payload, straight back into a 5v5.
Ooh, a cash! No, goes for flux. Double flux there. Fantasy gets the far better end of that impressive stuff. They're able to deal with the immortality field. Can India maybe find something back now? Matrix taking a lot of heat.
So how many coaches do you guys have?
This is to be expected after winning that.
So we have Natter, who's actually he's the content creator for Atlanta Range and former Contenders coach. So or actually current Contenders coach of NYXL Academy. So he's on our roster, and then I also have been a Contenders coach before, so I do some helping as well. But I think it's really just the 2 of us for right now, and we have a really smart group of players who actively think about the game as well. So it wasn't out for like more that was that needed. We just needed enough people to make sure that we're like seeing everything that we need to.
Okay, and you guys bod review and do all that stuff? Obviously.
Yeah, our schedule has been really hectic the last week or so. When we landed in Vancouver, we've been practicing really hard. So we've been pulling like 10-hour days for PC Cafe.
I can't imagine. That's insane.
Yeah, it's fun though. I mean, our guys are all great. That's another reason that a lot of them like were selected for the team. They all want to play hard, and there's never like someone going, "Oh, I'm tired." Like there's none of that. So they all just
crazy.
Like, even if they're not streaming, they just want to play hard.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Damn, they're hungry for it. Well, Lee, appreciate that for 1 year.
Yeah, every single person wants to win.
No particular trades here. Pummy not accomplishing a whole lot. Doesn't really have any sidelines to play through. His abs goes down, and it's all going to start to unwind here. It's going to be a pretty clean beat cap for Malaysia.
We actually have one of our players, I think, Abs, in the other VC. He's our flex support.
Oh, do you want me to bring him in?
Opportunity now to finish the match.
Sure.
India does finish with 59 seconds.
I didn't know. My bad.
Just over 4 for Malaysia here.
Hello.
Now, Malaysia is the type of team to consider the swap over to the Winston dive comp. That hasn't happened yet. They want to play
4 minutes to defend on 3rd point. Circle Royale.
Because they haven't been able to really ult for a little bit. I think we did see the Dragon Strike in the last fight, but yeah.
Oh, hello, Abs, you there?
Yeah, I'm there. Can you hear me?
Yeah, hello. Would you like to introduce yourself to my chat so they don't keep asking who are you now?
Okay. Yeah, my name is Abs. I'm the flex support for Team India. I also play in NA Collegia and EU Contenders as well.
Awesome, awesome. Have I seen you in ranked?
Yes, he has.
Okay, I was about to say, okay, because I've seen Pummy and Akash, and your name looked also very familiar. Okay, that's pretty cool. How does it feel? How does it feel playing on high ping during these matches?
It's pretty hard. Like the Malaysia match, in the Malaysia match we play on like 120, 130 ping, but for the Team New Zealand match we played on 190 ping, like an 80 ping. It's actually quite hard.
Holy shit!
Circle Royale was so hard. Like we barely won the map. If you watch it, it's like it was a really close map, but we like edged it out.
Leagues? No, I haven't seen it yet, but I'm really looking forward to it. I knew going into this that your team was actually because my chat I think watched it before. Like they know who the players are, and they were saying that your team looked very strong. And plus, you guys are in Group B. So, have you seen your guys' Group A? Group A looks scary.
Honestly, I would prefer to be in Group A.
Really? I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. Speaking for me, I'd be in Group B because it's a free ride to the top 16.
Well, honestly, Australia and Thailand. Thailand is like a dark horse. We're like a dark horse as well. But like the teams people expected to come out were to be like Australia, New Zealand. So yeah, like Thailand is like really performing, and Australia is like a team to beat as well. So honestly, if we were in Group A, we would be like confirmed third place, maybe like second. So, but that's just my thought.
Okay, I'm pretty sure you guys play them next week.
Yeah, on this week. Sorry, this week Thursday we play Australia, and Friday we play Thailand.
Oh, so you guys got them back to back. Okay.
Yeah, so it's gonna be tough, but we'll be playing our best. I think we're a team, we're a game day team, so we like rise up to the occasion.
Oh, for sure. You guys like I was talking to Sham, right? Sham?
Sham, yeah.
Okay, I don't want to say it wrongly. My bad. I'm an idiot. Sorry, I'm from Florida. If you ever been to Florida, we're all done.
Good.
I have family in Florida.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
North? You visit them?
They're in Tampa, Florida.
Okay, okay. So West Coast, nice place.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, yeah, he was telling me that your team has like a lot of experience on it, so you guys are like not nervous to play or anything.
Not really. I think it was like the first 2-3 days we were nervous because of like the setups and stuff. So when we were scrimming, we weren't like doing amazing. We weren't doing bad. So like I think we've now like climatized to the setups and stuff. And the experience that we've got is like more than enough in like game day situations that we can just perform.
Okay, that's awesome. Oh.
45 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, he popped off here. He said he didn't need it to flux face that he wanted to.
Oh my! Hey, that's at least it looked good.
I mean, they didn't even have to.
He was happy with it, definitely.
Do you guys like after your matches? Oh, because I used to do this. After your matches, do you guys go back to like the stream to see what the casters were saying, or any like streamers what they were saying?
Yeah, so we have a content creator called Shine, and for Team India, and we just love going back and watching him watch our stream, watching our match. It's like so funny. He's such a like funny and like cool guy.
Oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I like that.
And manual hack to open things out on a cache. They want to try and drill him down, but he just backs up, has the team at his back, didn't even
Silhouette, appreciate a massive prime sub.
Captain Prash feeling safe with that one. Nice manual hack.
Are you watching all the APAC games or just like a few?
No, I'm watching them all. So I watched the first.
What's up? So you're gonna be here for a while then. So many games.
Yeah, but I'll probably not watch them all today. I'll probably watch some tomorrow. But I did do like a 30-hour stream the first day the World Cup went on, so I watched those first APAC games.
Oh wow!
But now I'm just catching up in the last 2 days. I don't want to miss any of the games.
Yeah, so like I think some of the close ones is actually. Have you watched Australia Thailand yet?
Yeah, that was the one before this one. Australia and Thailand. That was a really close game. Yeah, I think it finished like 2-1 or something.
Yeah. I think New Zealand Thailand as well. Was it on the first day? I can't remember what the day though.
Yeah,
hey, you guys got the whole team there, huh?
Yeah, we're all here.
With a 2-0 versus Malaysia.
Yeah, so wait a minute, I gotta call them out. So if your whole team's there, why only 2 people showed up, huh?
Malaysia did put up a good fight.
They
picked a map where could shine on.
Yeah, we went to go try poutine at McDonald's and the Junior McChicken. So.
Ay.
They should be loading up right now, though. They're getting prepped, and we have a block soon, so they're getting ready for it.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, if you guys have to go, feel free to. I mean, we have what's next? Singapore, New Zealand.
If there's maybe one remark I could have about India there, actually, more so on Circuit Royale, I did see a couple of.
No, we're still here for a good amount of time, but
no, team getting set up
finally. It's like we had a late start today, so give the guys a little bit of a break after our hard games this weekend.
Okay, I'll give before this next game goes, I'll let chat ask any questions that they want, and if you guys want to answer them, feel free. And then I'll probably jump into the next Singapore New Zealand game.
Really tight.
Chat, you guys have any questions?
And then also on the defending half as
well. For
it wasn't much,
Team
just the
India,
where maybe an ultimate extra was used. It wasn't totally necessary, and a few little slips here and there.
What's the scariest team? What's the scariest team looking? What's the scariest looking team to them? I think you guys said there's not really a scary team.
We don't fear anyone. I think the team we're looking forward to face the most is probably Thailand. Thailand's DPS are like really, really strong. They position really well, and like I think a really good example is like when a team is bunkering with like May Simcom. I think it was New Zealand actually, Thailand versus New Zealand, and it was Lee Jang Night Market, and New Zealand was just bunkering with May Sim, and Thailand would just retake, and their May player would just hit a headshot and get a pick, or their Sojourn player would just hit a headshot in the spam phase and get a pick, and like to me as a coach, that's like pretty impressive. Like into a comp that has a Ryan shield, you can have like lots of natural environment in a spam phase before the brawl even happens. You're getting a pick. So
yeah,
like,
one of them is one of them was sick with COVID and he's like popping off. I forgot his name.
Is it High Vision or Ace?
I think it was Ace.
Probably.
It was Ace. Yeah, he was in there. He came into Discord and he was coughing and sneezing. And the reason why I remember that is because they have their webcams for each player. And when it went to Ace's webcam, it was like you just see his computer and a box of tissues. It was just like the most. We were just like, wait, what's happening here?
Yeah, they're definitely very talented players. So definitely looking forward to that match.
Definitely, yeah, they have a cracked team, so that's gonna be fun.
Find wins where they can.
Are they allowed to use VPN for better routing or ping behavior in the World Cup in their situation, or is this bannable?
No, I think that's allowed. I don't think that's totally fine.
Our question.
Because I think right now we're getting like depending on which server it's on, either like 120 or like 180.
Okay.
So 120 is like doable, right? Like it's like you're playing EU and NA. 180 is a little bit more tricky, I'd say, especially when you start playing like sniper maps and stuff, like Circuit.
Have you ever scrimmed Iceland?
We have not. We have not scrimmed too much EU.
Okay.
We mainly are like tier 2, maybe some top tier 3 teams.
It's mainly because like the time zones for 3 out of our 5 players is NA and 2 is EU, so we just opt for the NA blocks. Okay,
pretty cool. I wanted to see if you played against my friend Finzi, but I mean, you guys. Oh wait, yeah, that's also a good question. Since the time zones are different, like, how are you guys staying up late to do your matches?
Yeah, our matches are like 10 p.m., 11 p.m. PST. So what we're generally doing, a few of us like work full-time jobs, but most of the players, they stay up till like 3, 4 a.m. And then get up around like 11, 12. That way, like, you know, they're not tired during the matches, because normally you'd be tired at like, 10, 11 p.m. So we sort of like the players adjusted their sleep schedule so that it's just inherently easier.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Also, this is Nader, by the way. I'm the coach for Team India.
I was about to say, because it did not sound like abs in the beginning.
That's me. I'm over here.
Yeah, abs here too.
Okay, people are asking me, why do you guys pick Doom on the Koth map? Like, are you guys more, It's just a comfort pick?
One second. Kosh can talk about that.
Hello, Jay3 Babu.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, I have a question for you personally. Why am I watching you in the World Cup qualifiers pop the fuck off, but when you're in my ranked games, you're feeding? Can we talk about that?
No, I'll carry your ranked games, Jay3. I always win against you and then throw on your team.
Ain't no way, bro. Listen, stop. I need my SR, bro.
I think we have a really high win rate, Jay3. It's just when we get in the same lobby, the enemy team has owl DPS, and you're not equalizing them. You're too old now.
What?
Maybe Renegade Jay3. Renegade Jay3.
I am not taking disrespect on my stream. Nah, man.
Turn off the stream then. Turn off the stream.
Here, let me run 3 minutes of ads real quick.
So the real reason why Kosh plays Doomfist or played on that map is he really, really, really likes Doomfist. And I sort of had to give him, a round where he could play Doomfist.
I will pick the best match for that situation. Yeah.
I will give him props though, because we are watching this match finally. Dude, the punch out of the Junker Queen ult was absolutely insane.
Just another day in the books.
No, it's not for you. I've seen your tank play. No.
Well, obviously not.
That's awesome though. And let's see what else. Yeah, because I was gonna say, why don't you guys play like I see a lot of Winston or Divas on that map.
I mean, yeah, we play to sort of comfort, but we also play the stuff that's sort of like surprising. Like we have some like custom strats. Like Sham, our GM, he was the sort of one who had the idea of like some other stuff. So like, we have some custom strats and some hidden things that we like to do. Because, if you do the same old everywhere, that's pretty readable. Especially when matches are, yeah, you play like, you know what I mean, right? Like,
Yeah.
you want to mix things up, so it's hard to be readable and like hard to have people prep for you. So.
Okay, that's actually pretty cool. Nice.
Because especially in this meta right now, it's really diverse, and it's not just like there's one meta comp. I think like the meta is sort of going towards Sombra Reaper for all, and it's like really strong, and like dive on like long range and verticality maps, like a lot of Winston, like a range DPS tracer. But again, like not everyone knows how to play different matchups that are non-mirrors. So if you can like confuse people or play to your strengths, then you can easily just have the upper hand.
For sure. That's actually crazy. I like that. Who do they see as a tough competitor? Chat, you guys are asking the same questions.
Are there players individually uncomfortable playing in a specific character? I'd actually say that we have like a super diverse roster. Like we Iron Man, one of our players is like, I'm pretty sure he's hit like 4-6, I think, on every roll. Am I right, Iron Man? 4-4-4-4-5-ish on every roll. But top 100 on every roll, and like he can just hard flex. Like so we have just players that are really, really flexible, and it makes it really easy for us to just play anything or adapt.
Even though Pummy is our Sombra the World Cup for him too is about beating the one-trick allegations. He can play way more than just the Sombra.
Sorry, my dad came into my room. I don't know if I was supposed to. I was listening to the diverse roster though. How did they end up with this roster? Was there more UK/American Indians trying out, or I don't know how popular Overwatch is in India?
Yeah. So what I'd say to that, and I can talk to that. Sham and I and our socially Shine. We worked like really hard to have a really like thorough trial process. The instructions we were given from Blizzard, from basically the tournament. Essentially the people who win, the team that won the tournament, were guaranteed 2 blocks. What we did is we guaranteed every trial basically 2 to 3 blocks. We had to do an initial screening of basically like Master Plus players because it was quite competitive off just the get-go. So we did that. We had 3. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say. So for your team, or from my understanding, you have to be masters or higher to represent your the country.
Yes, that's something that we did just because there were so many applications.
Okay.
Like there was just so many people applying.
And I heard there. Sorry, I heard. Let's go, champ! Was there anyone on the last World Cup
this weekend,
2019?
Canada versus Puerto Rico.
No, so I actually helped that team, so it was like, but no, none of the people on the OG World Cup, like in 2019, are on the roster. Most of those players actually don't play Overwatch anymore.
How about the coaching staff?
I actually helped that team. It was me, Curry Shot.
Okay. Curry Shot, that's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
Yeah, he's Valorant now tier 2. We're pretty good buds. I see him whenever we go to Vegas.
Because I was gonna say, in 2019 compared to this year, setting up the games and everything was just like so much more hell, is what I heard. So this year is a little bit easier, a little bit better, and whatnot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Let me see. Anything else, chat? Impure, appreciate the massive 8 months.
But yeah, our trial process, like, we had 3 phases. The first phase was just everyone. We filtered off from phase 1 to phase 2 based off mechanics. Mechanics, communications, game sense, like all that type of stuff, coachability. Then took them into phase 2. Phase 2, we just basically picked out like the best players from there. And then phase 3 was basically like externals. And we were looking at like team synergy and stuff like that. So we did quite a lot of phases.
Listening to the whole process is cool. That's awesome. How many did you guys have, if you don't mind me asking? Is it like, I'm pretty sure well over 100?
Sean might know. I'm not sure. But,
we had about 50 trialists in phase 1. And we cut it down to like 30 or so for phase 2. And then we were at about like 15 for phase 3, I think.
Oof.
Yeah. So like we because again we had to make sure that like we just had like we could have had more than 50, but then again, like we wouldn't like it'd be too hard to get like 2 blocks per person, right? Like we wanted to make sure at least every person had 2 blocks or maybe 3. So yeah, and it was really competitive. Like I'll also say, like in my opinion, like I know you mentioned like how where India's at in terms of like competition. Like when I helped the World Cup team in 2019, and when I looked at a lot of the Indian like players that are like residents in India, India's like grown a lot esports wise and competitive wise. Like there are like we have one player on our roster, DT, who unfortunately wasn't able to come with us because it's quite expensive to boot camp. But he's like really strong mechanically, and there are quite a few other players that like I think are really good too. And if like Team India itself, like if they wanted to make like a contenders roster, I think they could like do that and like really go through OD, because I think like it's improved a lot, and some of the players are just really strong now. That's insane. He's still on the team though, playing. Who? Sorry. The one that couldn't make it. Yeah. So he's on the team. He plays sometimes, but right now it's just really tricky to have him play because he's also paying stuff too. So his aim is crazy. But yeah, his aim is crazy. Like we played tournaments with him like for fun. Like I think we did like the Timeless Creator Cup. And he would just get picks on Hanzo, and like he's a very good player. Damn, I feel bad that he's not able to play. Yeah. So we're trying to make sure we make land so we can play with him and stuff. That's gonna be cool. But yeah. Yep. Yeah, if you guys have my chat open, you can pick any question you want. Yeah, I don't want to. Yeah, I got you. Did the team know each other personally before the World Cup? So I've known some of these people. I haven't worked with some of them before. Like, fun fact, Akash used to coach me when I used to play the game a long time ago. So that was like 6 years ago when I was a player, and then I moved to coaching because I couldn't play because bad at FPS. But Akash and Pummy have known each other. I have Prosh and Abs. Prosh and Abs know each other. Akash and like Iron Man. So so basically, some people know each other or have worked together in the past, but not like everybody. And I think something that's like really special about our team is like after we like met, like we're all like really good friends. Like even without the game, I think we like all be really good friends and we all get along and have fun and stuff. So that's cool. I like that. Let's see.
Do they have an OnlyFans?
We do not have an OnlyFans, man.
Not yet.
Akash is saying not yet. So,
bro, chat. What kind of question is that, chat?
After seeing our content on Twitter, I would also ask the same.
Nah.
Okay. If Team India ever hits a rough spot in a match, how do you ever plan to rebuild morale? I mean, I can I can talk and stuff to do that, but I do think we have like players who are actually really good at that, like to help build morale. I think there's also just inherently a lot of trust. Like sometimes we'll call comp swaps or like we'll just call some adaptations, and there's just trust. Like there's no like, oh, I disagree with that, or no, I don't want to do that. It just, let's do it, let's go. And we talk about how to like enable each other and help each other out. And that's what I think that's a really unique and what makes us really special. So I like that a lot. What other questions? Let's see.
There was that question about Pakistanis or Bangladeshis being allowed to compete, and that's actually something I had tried to advocate for initially, but unfortunately, the other South Asian countries weren't allowed to compete with that. The whole World Cup, each country is its own individual, but shout out actually, Team Pakistan has some really strong players that it was going to be fun. So we may actually be trying to organize like a show match with some other like Pakistani players, just for fun after the qualifiers. And Team Bangladesh, if they had existed, they would have had RuPaul. But I mean, USA actually has RuPaul, so yeah, I think it worked out for him. But yeah, some really good players in that region as well.
If you guys ever put something like that together, I would be down to come watch. Like that sounds really interesting.
Yeah. You should cast it. Yeah.
I am horrible at casting. I will not do that, but I would definitely watch. I don't know if you guys like. I mean, as a content creator, I'm always thinking about content. But if you guys ever want to do like content together or something like that, I feel like that would be very interesting to do, and it'll be a good collaboration.
Hey, let's do a mukbang, J3, where you're trying a bunch of Indian food on stream, and we'll teach you how to eat it properly.
I would be down. That sounds like a lot of fun. It involves food.
Let's do it.
I'd be down. I'd be down. I was just asking. I keep forgetting. Sham, right? Sham. There you go. I asked him what's his favorite food. Do you guys have any favorite foods? Favorite Indian dishes?
Tandoori chicken is really good. You can say a basic like butter chicken and like garlic naan. There's kadai chicken.
The bread, right?
Dog paneer. But yeah, what's your go-to food if you've had Indian food?
I had. Oof. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think I've had naan from a dude. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's bread, right?
Yeah.
I love it.
It's like sort of like pita bread, but a bit nicer.
Yeah, I love it. I don't know if I'm weird, but I just like eating bread with like. Okay, this is just a normal thing. When you guys go to a restaurant and you get bread, do you put butter on it?
I mean, you can like there is regular naan without butter. There's also butter naan. There's also butter garlic
Like
naan.
I like eating bread without butter. That's not weird.
Oh no, I don't think that's weird. I mean, yeah, people have their own preferences.
Yeah, dude, I don't think that's weird, but I do think that you're weird.
How am I weird, bro?
No, it's not a bad thing. You're taking it personally. I never said it was a bad thing.
No, I just want to know what makes me weird.
Well, your face right now on stream is reacting.
I'm smiling. I can't smile. If I'm smiling, I'm weird.
If you smile this much, if you see a man in public that looks like J3 smiling this much, just run. Just start running as fast as you can. Turn in the other direction.
I'm happy, bro. Can I not be happy?
You can't be happy all the time.
I'm not happy all the time. Have you watched me play Overwatch? I'm not happy all the time.
No, I don't usually watch. I'm usually playing against you.
Yeah. Maybe that's why I'm always smiling. You're just free SR, man.
Akash also likes to talk and have fun.
Oh, you're fine. It's funny. It's funny. I mean, a lot of them. I mean, I haven't really sat down and talked with any of the the players. But it's nice to see. It's nice to talk out of the game. If that makes any sense.
No, I think that's definitely a
Swivel,
good point. I mean, even for players like meeting each other like IRL, right? Like it's so different, right? Like we even got to meet because we're in Vancouver. We got to meet like a bunch of other players too that we've like known and talked to online. Like last night was our off day. We went to like a really nice like Indian place for dinner, and then we went to like then we went to Stanley Park. Like it was like downtown Vancouver, and it was like really beautiful. So. Like, just seeing other people and hanging out with other people is just really nice.
Okay, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Okay. Any other questions in chat? Let's see. So yeah, someone asked, like, I guess we're, like, spread out. Yes, so, like, we're pretty spread out. I don't know if it was brought up before, but we have 2 players in EU, and then the rest of the players are in NA. I'm based in LA, Sham's in Boston, Akash is in Chicago, Hummy's in St. Louis, Iron Man's in New Jersey. So, like, yeah, there's definitely pretty much, like, all over US and then, Europe. So,
this guy just doxed our locations to 7,000 people, bro.
Well, yeah, like, not like the address or anything. Like,
damn. Lord Alex, put your man in new tier 1. Bad Patcher Mari said, I'm pulling up.
He's invited.
What else?
Can you do the thug shaker? If J3 does it first, I'll do it.
I'm not doing it. Nope. 1,000 gifted, I'll do it.
Do any of y'all stream? Akash streams a lot, I think.
I'm on hiatus right now because of the World Cup, but as soon as we get back, I'll be streaming.
I used to stream. I do content for Atlanta Reign, but I just very busy right now between this work and another team that's not announced yet. So.
Oh, leaks.
Yeah. To the coaches using the 7. What? Okay. I like this question. What word would I use to describe each player? Okay, Akash, like, creative. I'm not gonna be the same exact thing, but I'm just saying Akash, creative. Tommy, like, very, like, by the book. Abs, like, not methodic, like sort of mechanical, sort of. Prosh, like the fun guy, like, I don't know, like the fun guy, happy guy. And Iron Man, the person who's always there just to like make everything better, and is just always around, like just chilling.
That's pretty funny.
No, Iron Man is like more like Batman because he's in. When you should be worried about him most is when he's in the shadows and you don't really notice him.
How big is the support fan base back in home in India? So our social lead, he's a decent streamer in India for Overwatch, and like he's like really connected us to the fan base, and we've like been trying to do a lot with them as much as we can, when time allows. But so it's a pretty decent fan base, I would say, and it's only been getting bigger and bigger. So. How mad are your parents that you're not doctors, lawyers, or engineers? Well, so I can't should say bad. I mean, I'm a security engineer at Riot Games.
Holy
Sean also
shit.
technically works too, and then a few people are in a lot of people are in college and like stuff. Like so, three of us like are like either interning or work full time. So we're a little bit we like basically work in the mornings, and then we like. Then like work a little bit more, and then we like come to PC Cafe and stuff.
Wait, so you could get me a Riot gun buddy, huh?
No
there
comment.
it is.
No comment. Come on, man.
He can. You just have to bully him a little bit.
No comment.
SMH, man. SMH.
Maybe if you come to LA, you come from Champions or something, or you come to some VCT events.
Dude,
we'll see then.
They give them out then?
I mean, no, not necessarily, but that'd be cool.
Oh, okay. How about a BlizzCon? If you guys make it to BlizzCon, how about that?
If you come to BlizzCon and find Natter, he will give you a Riot gun buddy.
I can't guarantee that because if you play a game with Valor with me for sure. I mean, if you're a good teammate, then I could definitely give it. But if you come to BlizzCon, we can definitely hang out. Is what I'll say.
How much would we have to pay these guys to type J3 Pulse in a match next time somebody whiffs the Tracer ult?
I'll do it for free. I'll pay you to let me do it.
No, bro. No way. Hold up. Let me fix this real quick.
That's a good question. When Team India is considering what comps to play, do you go based mostly on one meta or player comfort picks? I'm not going to go too much into this because it like reveals like our strategies and stuff. All I'm going to say is we're very, very flexible. Like we've been practicing so many different comps before, like 2-3 months ago, and we're very, very flexible. Like I don't think there is a type of comp we really can't play, if that makes sense. We're able to play any dive, brawl, spam, any hero pool, which again gives us lots of options.
Pretty cool.
If you won the World Cup, how do you guys celebrate the victory? Akash, if you won the World Cup, how do you celebrate the victory?
I'm gonna do a live IRL live stream, party stream.
Oh, get yourself
Is there
banned.
Favorite game outside Overwatch? Right now, mine is probably like either like Apex Legends or like, yeah, probably Apex Legends. Hummy plays a lot of Diablo right now. Abs plays some Street Fighter. Iron Man's playing League. So
League, really?
Let's see. So what's the criteria for getting onto a World Cup team with how spread out you all are? Like, is it based on nationality? So it's based off, like, you need to have, like, in the US, you have green cards, basically. So you need to have some type of, like, citizenship. You don't have to, like, necessarily live there, but you need to have some type of citizenship. So everyone here is, like, basically, it's called an OCI, Overseas Citizen of India, or they just lived in India, or they're resident Indians. So, yep.
You make a good politician. You answer questions in a way that satisfies the asker and doesn't jeopardize you.
I've had a lot of experience as like a content creator in the past, sort of current, but yeah. So let's see. Can we expect any surprising comps that aren't meta? I mean, if you watch the matches, I would say that some of the stuff we played isn't necessarily meta. That Doom stuff is definitely not meta. So I guess the answer to that is technically yes. Technically yes. Yeah, like but yeah, if you watch the matches coming up, maybe you'll see some more stuff.
for them to show everyone else in this competition what they're made of and to show where they shine. And yeah,
Is this an hour?
playing.
Okay, I mean, Akash can answer this. If you could go back to any version / meta of Overwatch, what would it be?
Now, I'm not gonna lie, Overwatch is kind of fun right now. I don't really think I would go back in time. Like, it's nice to think about for a little bit, but I mean, end of Overwatch 1, the game was actually really balanced. Like the last ever patch, you could play like a bunch of different comps. There was like very few stuff that was like hard broken. Besides like Orisa, but I was the one playing Orisa, so it's fine.
Actually, yeah, right now I agree. Right now is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
If Akash could swap his role with someone, who would he pick and why?
I would definitely be flex DPS player because I like to talk a lot and I also like to make plays. So that's like the other role we can do that.
Really, your DPS players talk a lot? Really?
Oh yeah, Pummy's super vocal. Pummy is like super vocal.
I always like to stay quiet and listen to the comms, and then like if like because I would be playing Tracer, but if something goes low or whatnot, or I'll call something low, that's usually the only time I ever talked.
Well, J3, I think it's because your voice is a little bit alarming. Like your teammates might get like a cortisol spike when you start like calming. So that's
ain't no way, bro. You're only here to like make fun of me, huh?
No, I'm not making fun of you. I'm just like saying it how it is. You know.
Listen, when I see you in my ranked games, bro, if I go off the map.
How much do I have to pay for India to play Roadhog the whole next game? I don't think there's an amount you could probably pay that we would do that. Is there a character that your team hates, and if they can't play that? What do you guys do? Wait. No, I don't think so. Is Akash taller than J3? Are you taller than J3?
I'm not gonna answer. He might get offended again. I don't really want to.
How tall are you?
6 feet on the dot.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Oh, Gulab Jamun or Jalebi?
Gulab Jamun.
Gulab Jamun.
Jalebi's too sweet, bro.
Yeah, Jalebi is really sweet.
Yeah.
Alright, we're probably gonna have to call it soon because we have a block coming up.
Yeah, no problem. Because I have to watch all of this. I don't know how long this is gonna be. This is like probably 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, let's go, champ.
4, probably like 5 more hours for me. So it's no problem. Yeah, but I appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day and coming in here to talk to my chat. I'm pretty sure we all can say.
How would you think Saudi will go in the tour?
Okay, what's your inspirational quote?
Someone asked an inspirational quote. It's better to shit in the sink than to sink in the shit.
That's a good quote. We can end it on that fantastic note. No, but I appreciate you guys. What do you call it? Coming out here, talking to me, talking to chat, answering their questions. If you guys ever wanna duo or do content in the future, just let me know. You know, I'm down to do any collaborations as well. So or after, I don't think I'll be awake, but if I am awake for one of your games and you guys want to come in the chat and just talk, yeah, I'm down to do that as well for a few minutes before the next game.
Yeah, we're more than happy to do that. I think we did that with CarQ one day, but yeah, we're more than happy to do that.
Yeah, for sure.
Just feel free to Sean and we can coordinate.
Sounds good. Yeah, good luck, guys. We'll be watching and cheering, and hopefully if you guys make it to the top 16 and there's a LAN, I'd be probably seeing you guys because I really want to go to an Overwatch LAN. I have not gone to one.
Well, yeah, BlizzCon should be fun. Maybe Overwatch Grand Finals be lit. But yeah, sounds good. Thanks, J3.
No,
Thanks for having us, J3.
No, thank you to everyone. I appreciate you guys taking your time out of your day. I appreciate it, really.
No problem.
Thanks, Jay. Have a good one.